My first impressions of the credits of Le Parapluies de Cherbourg are that it remains very reminiscent of the French New Wave style. They do this by using a fade to black, accompanied by the iris transition, which is often used in more classic cinema as a way of opening or closing a scene. I would like to replicate this within my own opening credits, as I believe this is a technique that will show the audience the style of film that I want to achieve. The establishing shot, accompanied by non-diegetic sounds of boat horns, helps set the scene for the audience as well, giving us a clear sense of setting as we know it is set in a small seaside town. The director uses a tilt in camera movement to transition the shot into a bird's eye view shot of the cobble street, which I think is very unique and very stylized. I would like to try and recreate this technique in my own film's credits. However, as I don't have a crane to use for the camera, it may be harder to execute. The sepia tones within the credits give the sequence a classic style once again. However, I think I am going to use a more saturated colour correction when editing my own opening credits together, as I believe it will tie in more with Jacques Demy's candy-coloured film technique. The title itself is coloured in a vibrant pink to set itself apart from the other credits, which I really like. This is accompanied by a change in music, which becomes slightly louder and more dramatic, and a change in visuals as several extras fill the screen with colourful umbrellas. The text used in the title sequence is in bold electric blue lettering and is in contrast with the neutral tones of the shot. As well as this, the costumes of the extras are also very bright and help to transport us into the more candy-coloured style of cinema that Jacques Demy is known for. This is accompanied by a very whimsical cinematic soundtrack which creates a dreamlike atmosphere. The credits end with the director's name being shown, accompanied by an upwards tilt that transitions back to the establishing shot that we saw at the beginning. This is my favourite of the credit examples that I looked at, as it is the only one that remains very reminiscent of the French New Wave style. The camera movement is very unusual as it uses very long takes, however I think it will work well with my film and therefore is something that I would like to incorporate.